we hear something and we're like, oh my gosh, maybe this is something I need to worry about. And here was thought number two. So, how did I come across today's topic? From people that I know. Believe it or not, I don't spend too much time on YouTube or other sources doing much financial research. Much of my resource comes directly from the source, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the Federal Reserve. I don't spend a lot of time listening to what other people are saying about money because I've done much of that research already. So, I was talking to a friend of mine about some of the events going on in Minneapolis. We're both from there. And she turned to me and said, Renee, what are you doing with your money? And I started to tell her about some of the investments that I switched my portfolio to. And I'll link up some of those videos at the end here because I did move more of my investments overseas. But her question really was, well, Renee, do you have it all invested in the US dollar? And I thought, well, I do have some pesos because I live in Mexico, and it kind of comes in handy to buy them when I can get the pesos at a bargain against the dollar. But she was concerned that the dollar was going to crash because she'd heard other people saying this. And I mentioned it then to one of my other friends, and she goes, oh, yeah, the dollar's going to crash. Now, this other friend who went, oh, yeah, the dollar's going to crash is a pastor. And all of this started to get me worried. I thought maybe I need to move more of my money into another currency. Funny how that happens, isn't it? We hear something and we're like, oh my gosh, maybe this is something I need to worry about. And here was thought number two. Most of my wealth is held in my home, which happens to be in the United States. So if I were to sell it, I would get US dollars. Unless the buyer, I said, I want the yen, or I want the euro, or I'd like Bitcoin. Are you with me? Same with my other wealth, mostly in retirement funds. Well, if I try to move it to the peso or the Canadian dollar or the euro, I have to cash it in and pay the taxes first. And this is how it works for everyone else with US dollars too.